I got doesn't fit on my trails. And something else, believe it or not, there's a trail there. Yeah, it's been a while since I maintained the trails. This is the trail. As you can see, it's all rock, swamp. Love my backyard. There's so much diversity in here for rocks and trees. And the trail, this is it. And let's see how everything's growing out over it. So we're going to end up widening this back out to what it should be. I'm going to cut all the trees off the right side here, all these trees eventually, because they're all what we call tag alders. Tag alders are just a junk tree. They don't really do much except give beavers food. I think other than that, they don't do anything. They're hard to burn. You can't get them dry. By the time you get them dry, they're rotted out. But over here, all this is oaks and maples, and that's the trees I want to save. But we're going to widen the trail. I'm going to start down here. I came through here the other day with a four-wheeler, and to get a dead tree that was back in here that was big enough to burn. So I started here. You can see I had to come through here. The trail going up that way is not so bad. It's just down here, and I started a pile of stuff there. So I'm just going to continue, but I'm going to start here, and I'm going to go back the way we came. I'm going to bring all my stuff out, and I'm going to take these trees, the tag alders, out. Unfortunately, there's the odd oak or maple mixed in with that, but this is Ontario Hydro has a right-of-way or a easement through my property. Now that gives them the right to come in and cut the trees on my property to keep the hydro line clear. But that's the only right, and to maintain their hydro lines. That's the only thing they can do. They can't deviate from the easement onto the rest of my property, just the 140 feet of the tower line. So that gives people the impression that Ontario Hydro owns the property where the hydro line is, and that is not so. In some areas it is, but up here it's not. It's what they call an easement, and unless you work for Ontario Hydro and you've given me notice that you're coming in, you're trespassing. And that's never good. Never good at all. And so if I take these tag alders and stuff out, it's less work for Hydro to do, and it gives me chips. And I need chips. Let's walk back this way towards, again, like I said, if I clean this up wide enough for the side-by-side to go through like it should, and then that way I won't have to worry about running over trees with it. Because the beavers got in here and they cut down tag alders. They've cleaned it off once, but they left 2-foot high stumps in spots, and you go through there and you run into that and it stops you dead. And that's the problem I have with the four-wheeler. Now those oaks there, they are dead. They'll go to firewood for this year because I need more wood. Yeah. But I'll get everything set up, and it sounds like the thing warmed up enough I can shut it off. I drove down through there the other day to get that dead tree, and I hit, I don't know how many different stumps. But as you can see, a little bright, but you can see the ponds right there. And I'll eventually get all the stumps. I'll use the excavator and I'll get rid of the stumps. Turn it back into a field. Maybe plant some corn for the deer or something. Anyways, I'm going to stop it here. I'm going to set up and I'm going to start this off from cold. Husqvarna 562 XP. Had this for a while. I found, give it basically 6 pumps. Hit the decompressor, do the choke. Sometimes pull your brains out. Am I out of gas? I just filled it up. Oh, that's why I'm out of gas. I'll be right back. Okay, everybody, what you didn't see was, off camera, I went over there, I put fuel in the other one, the XP. A few pulls, broke the recoil. So I ran up, switched the recoil out. I keep one of those Chinese knockoff recoils on hand, but I'm pretty sure it's flooded. So that means you got to leave it. Those auto-tune saws, pain in the ass. Now, this old saw here, it's a Husqvarna 61. I've had it for, I don't know, 25 years. I haven't used it in a little bit because I got the XP. But this is one step down from a professional saw from back then. And like I said, it hasn't been started in a little bit. So basically you pull the choke, pull the trigger, lock it. Make sure it's on run. Pull your brains out. gas in it. Well, I think it's got to run the gas that was in it out. It shouldn't have been that bad. It was only, well, I was using the same gas in it as I was the other saw, and I've since used that tank, I mean the can. The can's all gone now. This is brand new gas. Anyway, let's let it idle for a few minutes. That gas should have been okay. It had sea foam and everything in it. The stuff that was in the saw. Everybody, I had to come up to the shop because I took the gas out of the bit, and one of the reasons I don't like using the saw too much, it leaks oil out of the bar. So it's one of those ones that when you fill it up, you want to use it and get it, you know. At least I don't have to worry about my plastic box on the UTV rusting, right? It's well oiled. Anyways, near as I can figure, it's a bit of a dirty carb. So, and I don't, you know, it could be just the age, but there's the air filter. And the air filter's got like dirt in around here, but it's clean. So I don't understand. Unless it got dirt out of the fuel, which I don't know how it did, but my buddy brought me a can of carb cleaner because I used the last of my carb cleaner on his lawnmower, getting it started, because we had an awful time with it. It sat for about 5 years. So I'm gonna turn you guys around. I'm gonna show you what the saw looks like in the carburetor right now. And let's see. This is the tricky part because I got to get behind the camera. It don't look too bad. There's some black spots in it, and I don't know why. Now, all in around the carburetor on the outside, sawdust, but that's normal. It's supposed to work like that. So, we're just going to give this a bit of carb clean. I'll angle you down. Actually, I'll just going to let it drain back out of there for a minute. Just let her drip. But man, you would not believe the chunks of shit that were flying out of the chain when I had her running. So I was running her pretty hard, trying to clean the gas out of it. Like I said, I took the recoil off, and you see here's the tuff where it broke, and it's like it just got hot, and it's just shredded. And I don't know if there's enough to get that off and see how much there is. But while that carb cleaner's airing out, we'll get some needle nose pliers. So I just hook on that with some needle nose pliers. I gotta see if I can get it out. So I can't get it out. Well, the other question is, can I not? Oh, that's why I couldn't get it out. Look. That's all the cord that was on it. That's all the cord that was on it. I'm going to look in the cupboard. I'm going to see if they have the old Chinese coil or cover. See, I buy the Chinese stuff for a quick replacement, and then I order the Husqvarna replacement stuff, because if I got the Chinese one sitting in the cupboard for 3-4 years at say $25, that's a good investment, because like today when it broke, I could have just swapped that out and kept going if the saw had started initially. But seeing as it didn't start initially, that's where my trouble is. I've got a shelf where I put all this stuff for each individual item. So like my Arctic Cat spare parts, stuff like that. If it fits in the cupboard on the shelf, it goes in the cupboard on the shelf. I will say I have what's called an organized mess. I know where everything is, pretty much, within a couple feet. Well, let's see if the carb cleaner did anything. So I sprayed this with carb cleaner. Let's see if that works. I'm going to tilt you down a bit. Okay, that stalled it. Back together and see what happens. Sometimes you don't like to run right down the airfield. thought I had that one screw started. Obviously I didn't. Let me loosen these ones off. There's the part that hurts. Oh. There we go. Okay. Oh, worst I'm trying to film something and something goes wrong, you go, do I film it and share it, or do I carry on and do it all off camera? It's always an interesting choice, I think. And you know one thing, I am going to throw a towel in the bottom, catch all that oil shit, because, oh, it's a new machine, I don't want to wreck it up. I know I put the license plate on it today, that's how new it is. I got it registered yesterday, in my name. I had to wait for the dealer to send me. So by the time you see this video, I don't know how many weeks it'll be, whether it'll be next week or the week after. The first video showing UTV, depends on my editor. Okay, I know I had a towel. What have I got? I got rags. Take this rag. Throw it in the back. Take this. Throw it there. Not to be mean or nothing, but while I'm playing with my license plate, I'm going to shut it off. I know it's going to end up in a video here or there, but let's not do it too prematurely. So I'm going to shut you off for a minute or two, and I'll bring you back when I'm back out in the bush. I don't know. I'm giving up today. I gotta get this mess straightened out. These fucking saws. That really pisses me off.